Please be seated. Humble pranams at the lotus feet of Jagat Gurus of Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peedam. A warm welcome to one and all present here. On behalf of our university, I welcome the guests, teachers and students from Velamal Bodhi Campus, Mamalan Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Kurukshetra Public School, Kanji Global School, SSKV Matriculation, Brimming High International School, Shiksha Public School, Vivekananda Matriculation Kanchipuram, Ramakrishna School Arakonam, Shankara Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Urapakam, Shankara Matriculation Higher Secondary School Tambaram, Narayana Guru School Kanchipuram, Maharishi International. Career Horizon 2025 is a platform designed to inspire young minds and connect them with academicians and leaders from industry. This event brings together experts from IIT Madras and industry experts to guide students towards career opportunities. This program will open new avenues, spark new ideas, and empower students to aim bigger and higher. Let us begin the program with a prayer.
मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजयत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजयत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजयत्रीम् आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणम् त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजयत्रीं जननी पृथिवी कामधुगास्ते जननी पृथिवी कामधुगास्ते जनको देवः सकलदयालु जनको देवः सकलदयालु दाम्यत दत्त दयध्वं जनता दाम्यत दत्त दयध्वं जनता श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानाम्.
May I now request Professor M. Ratanakumar Sir, Dean Engineering and Technology, to deliver the welcome address.
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. So very good morning to everybody. With the pranams of the great acharyas of Shankar Math, the blessings of them, the spiritual guidance and patronage from Shri Shankar Math, I welcome all the participants from the various schools surrounding Kanchipuram to attend this program. It's the first of its kind program for this academic year in our university. the main aim of this program is to connect the students, the budding professionals, the future professionals, to what are the demands required, or what are the avenues waiting for you in industrial lines, because everybody will want to be aspiring to be a professional. So in that context, we arranged meeting with you. So we are going to play a role of a connecting medium between the top academics from Indian Institute of Technology and successful professionals from various industries who are going to present talk with you. So they will throw you limelight. What are the various career opportunities? What are the different avenues wait for you? What's the way of success? And this is the main context and of this program. For this programming, I am distinct pleasure to invite our respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Srinivas Chandrasekhar Saraswati Vishwamahavidyalaya sir, and our respected Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vasant Kumar Mehta, and our professionals from industry, from first solar, Mr. Vignesh S. Ram is going to limelight, and I am invited, and also I am welcoming Shri Sunil Das from Ashok Leyland Design, and also I am welcoming the main patron of our university, Professor Kamakodi, Director, Institute of Technology, is going to address you in online, and all the distinguished academics from Indian Institute of Technology, they're going to address you, creating a clear avenue for you. And with this, and also I'm welcoming all our faculty, the team which organizes events, everything. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwamahavidyalaya, established with the benign blessings of Kanchi Mahaswamigal, stands as a center of excellence where tradition meets modern. The campus offers a vibrant academic environment with cutting-edge labs. Experienced faculty continue to shape students into responsible and skilled profession. I now invite you to enjoy a short video that highlights the beauty, facilities, and academic excellence of our campus. hope you have enjoyed the video. Now, it's my honor to invite our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor G. Srinivasu, to deliver the presidential address.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My dear students and their teachers, respected dignitaries on the dais, Shri Vignesh Ram, Shri Sunil Raj, Pro Vice Chancellor Vasant Kumar Mehta, Dean Engineering Dean Ratna Kumar, and other my colleagues. You have seen this university, whatever you have seen, what is shown is only 25%. There is a lot to see. Perhaps they will take you tour of all the departments and laboratories. So this is the full-fledged university for engineering courses, commerce courses, MBA, MCA, Sanskritam, even B.Ed we are having, and Ayurveda college, Ayurveda courses also we are running. This type of institution, if you want to have any education, this type of education, you have to go Chennai or some 40-50 kilometers far away from Kanchipuram every day, morning going and coming evening. But many people don't know that with these facilities, under the guidance of our Shankaramatam, our Shankaracharyas, Swamijis, this university is running for the past 30 years plus. It is the unfortunate situation of Kanchipuram that many people don't know, even they know Shankara College, but opposite to this college, this university is called a library. So my dear students and my dear teachers, if you enter, if you see, even PhDs we are having up to PhD, the UG, PG, PhD we are running, many disciplines we are running, and many more activities, academic, non-academic, also conducted. And with the blessings of our Swamijis, Chennai IIT, Madras IIT, Manipur University, and other many universities, and Ashok Leyland, TVS, like solar, like this many industries, they are helping us to give a better education with the industry collaboration. Nowadays, Government of India made one NEP, National Education Policy. So everybody should adopt it. The basic thing in National Education Policy is every student must be equipped with a skill, good skill, practical exposure to the subject, engineering or MBA, commerce, whatever it may be. Not only theoretical classroom studies, we have to visit, practically we have to see what is going on. 100%, 100 pages studying, reading or studying, lecturing 100 pages is spending 1 hour practical in industry equal, both are equal. So many industries are ready. Now these experts also invited our students to visit their industries. Recently TVS also, our students visited, many companies they are visiting, and it is the 40% of their program, the weightage is given for industry exposure. So my dear students, this is the great opportunity for you, and being very busy persons, very busy official scientist, Dr. Kamakoti, Professor Kamakoti, Director of Chennai, he is ready to address you for your bright future. Understand? So, not only today, because of his busyness, he is coming online, but last time he is personally he addressed the students. Very often he will address to the students. And Sarathi, Professor Sarathi sir, is also Dean of IIT Madras. Dean means he controls all academic activities, what courses to be conducted, what syllabus to be there, and development, personality development, research, and promotions for this placements, everything he will monitor. He is also, with his experience, he will also join with us online, and these are from industry. So, Chennai IIT, Madras IIT is from academic side. These two experts are from industry side. See, this collaboration of academics and industry, this should be there. This is only having future in near future, in coming days. This is only having. So, my dear students, first of all, thanks to all your teachers that they have accepted, they have encouraged you to join in this meeting, in this today's workshop. And your principals, respected principals, they have recommended you to to come here. And your correspondence sirs, they have also accepted, permitted you cancelling one session to come over here for getting good knowledge. Of course, they will give academic side and industry side, they will give you many inputs. This is competitive world, you should not miss even a single second. So, my dear students, first of all, my advice is be silent. Be silent, then only you will get 100% benefit out of this activity. Be silent first, observe what they are telling, and the final advice for you is, if you want to practice, you have to have some good qualities, then only your future will be bright. Good qualities, those are lazy, you should not have any laziness. Alasyam hi manushyanam sharirastho mahan ripo. The first enemy everybody is having within us is laziness. If you leave the laziness, then we will be bright stars. First of all, we have to do that. And number two is, every day, for mental peace, clarity of mind, for sharp brain, for healthy body, we have to do meditation and yoga. Then only all these inputs will go into your minds and your brains will think about all these inputs. So, do meditation for 10 minutes, that's all, not more than 10 minutes. And above all, you try to get up early morning before sunrise, that is 5 o'clock. If you could do it, 5 o'clock if you get up, then nobody can defeat you. You will be winning the race always. Right? These three you follow: meditation, getting up early morning, and your laziness you have to leave, and punctual, prompt, and discipline. These only the mantras of bright future. All these experts, even Madras, all the experts, they are following all these qualities only. You practice it and get many more positions. Our Kanchipuram students should be number one in India. That is the wish of our Swamijis. With the blessings of our Swamijis, not only yourself. Actually, our Swamijis are giving many opportunities. You don't know, up to IAS, free coaching they are giving. Up to, if you are ready, if you are fit enough to get that IAS coaching, Matam is providing CA coaching, many many things they are planning, but people are not coming. Like, people don't know this university itself, so they are losing. My dear students, get the benefit within your hometown, and you bring your parents. Madam. You bring your parents, friends, and relatives to this university. This university welcomes you all anytime. So, avail these opportunities. Thank you. All the best. Shubham.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. May I now request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor R. Vasant Kumar Mehta, to give a special address.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Respected Vice Chancellor, Dean, dignitaries from the industry, dear faculty members, bright students and teachers from various schools who have gathered here, I feel very elated to be here and address this gathering of young, bright minds. So we are used to teaching in our classes or seeing our own students, but this is a very different kind of gathering. I just want to highlight a few points today. This is a very good time to be a high school student and on the verge of entering higher education. Why is it a good time? Because even very few years back, we had two major disadvantages as far as education in general and higher education in particular is concerned. One major challenge was rigidity. Everywhere you go, you will find rigid systems. You can do this, you can't do this, you belong to this branch, you belong to this branch, you have to study only this. Eventually, what happened today, like our Honorable Vice Chancellor mentioned, government brought in the National Education Policy, freeing up many aspects, creating a lot of flexibility. So the flexibility is manifold. Flexibility in terms of what subjects you can opt for. We call today as a fully flexible choice-based credit system. We have the concept of minor degrees. So you can be pursuing computer science, but you can still opt to study many subjects from mechanical engineering or from electronics engineering. Similarly, somebody who's studying mechanical engineering can still study artificial intelligence, which is today a very trending subject, right? All of you want to get into AI. But I must also warn you at this time that AI is a lot of hype. AI has to be along with some core domain knowledge. You must be very good in mechanical plus AI. That's a winning formula. You can be good at physics plus AI. That is a winning formula. AI alone will not take us anywhere, because the main impact of AI is replacing people. One AI is going to replace hundreds of people. So unless you are strong in your domain knowledge, you are going to struggle in the world of AI, right? And like any new technology, there is a hype and eventually it settles down. We are in that hype stage in AI. So the other kind of flexibility that you have is in terms of even pursuing 2 degrees. So you can enroll in one degree, say engineering, parallelly you can do a BCom. You can do a BCom and do Sanskrit. So we have students who are appearing for their CA examinations who are also studying Sanskrit here. So that is a kind of freedom and flexibility that we have in terms of academics. The other kind of challenge that we had, so one is the rigidity, now it has become very flexible. Second challenge we had is in terms of access, lack of access. Access to what? Access to good resources, access to good faculty, access to good equipment, access to labs, access to courses online. Today, you don't have to travel anywhere to get your things done. You can be in your hometown, you can be happily ensconced in your own homes with your parents, come to the nearest university, but you can pursue courses from anywhere in the world. So you can sit in SCSVMV and do a course from MIT or Stanford. You can sit in SCSVMV and do a full degree in addition to what you're pursuing here with IIT Mandi, which is in Himachal Pradesh. So we have many such students who are now pursuing a degree in addition to what they are doing here. In a year's time, they are considered as an alumni of both SCSVMV as well as IIT. That is the kind of access we have today. Likewise, many of our courses, faculty from IIT are handling it in hybrid mode. So sometimes they do it in the online classrooms, sometimes they do it in person in the campus itself. So that kind of access we have to the best content, the best faculty, the best material. This was not available a few years back. So it is all available now at a place very close to you, and all it requires from you is what? Effort. You must have the urge to learn. If you have the urge to learn, then you're definitely going to become very knowledgeable. And having knowledge is extremely important, because knowledge is power. To convey a very cliched term, right, to use it, knowledge is power. If you have knowledge, you will go places in life. So today, you will have several talks which are going to focus on your career. So if you want to have a brilliant career, it is very important that you have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot go to any place, right? You will be very restricted, you will be in a shell. But knowledge will take you to great heights. Along with knowledge, what you need today, a very special talent that all of us have, is creativity. You need to have the urge to create. You need to always come up with ideas. In fact, now we are setting up a lab here which is called as an idea lab, which is again in collaboration with AICTE, which is part of the government. So the idea lab's whole objective is to help students ideate in a very scientific manner, in a very formal approach. Because the chat GPTs of the world can throw out a lot of answers, but it cannot come up with innovation or ideas. So that is where the human mind is very special. If you blindly follow the chat GPTs, you will become dumb. In fact, there is a scientific study and a research paper which says somebody who keeps using chat GPT very often loses their brilliance, loses their creativity. So I strongly urge you to, I know I can't say don't use ChatGPT, then I'll become very unpopular, but I'll say use it with a lot of reservation and restriction. Don't make it as your only option in life. When you think and do things independently, that will take you places rather than just looking at a stereotyped solution that is going to come out of a ChatGPT. And there is no substitute to a human mind. Like Honorable Vice Chancellor mentioned, your effort should be how do I sharpen my mind? How do I make it brilliant? How do I make it radiant? If you do that along with efforts, there is no limit to where you can go in life. So don't get limited by very specific things or the chat GPTs, but be very open. The other kind of access that you have, which I have to mention because we have friends here from industry, is to industry itself. So some years back, there was it was very difficult to approach industries. It was difficult to collaborate with them. But today, they have become equally flexible, just like the academia and just like the government. Industry is very open to welcoming academia to collaborate with them on various fronts. In fact, to the extent that they are establishing labs and supporting universities with the latest equipment. Very recently, we had L&T, which is there just next door, helping us set up a robotics and automation lab. So they funded the lab, they bought the equipment, and today our students have access to the latest equipment. So that is a kind of warmth and welcome that we are getting from industry, and I feel extremely happy, and that's another great opportunity for all of you. Today, Kanchipuram is becoming a very big hub of manufacturing, right from automobiles to, whatever, leather. We are in the top. This is the best time for you to enter higher education, and the opportunities are aplenty. So I wish you all the best and I leave you with these thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your guidance will surely help our students shape their future. Professor R. Sarathi, Dean Planning, IIT Madras, is an accomplished academician, a respected leader known for his commitment to academic excellence, institutional development, and students' advancement. Now, it's a great honor to listen to Professor Sarathi. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
We are eagerly waiting to listen to you, sir. So, in the meantime, we'll honor our guest. May I now request our Vice Chancellor to honor our guest, Mr. Sunil from Ashok Leyland.
Hello.
Mr. Vignesh from Solar. Now we will listen to Professor Sarathi.
Sir, good morning.
Dear students, please maintain silence so that you can listen to Professor Sarathi sir.
Hello. Sir, Enachi.
So it looks like some felicitation
Sir, yes, sir.
going on.
You can
Okay.
address.
Oh, we can start? Okay.
Oh, we can start.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Anybody will be introducing, or how is it like?
Sir, we are waiting for you to listen.
Oh, okay. Uh, is it possible to see the audience? Hello. Hello. Okay. Uh, Good morning, all, and it is a very nice that Ankara University has taken an initiative to invite all the schools in Kanjipuram district for this um, outreach program. I congratulate, and it is going to be some sort of eye opener for all the students who have come for this particular program. Um, just would like to indicate the people who are interested any domain. First of all, I would like to tell that any domain is okay, and not alone engineering. There are multiple domains: arts, science, engineering. In engineering, any specific subject would you like to talk about? In general, I would like to say that every domain is going to be very, very important. I just would like to indicate everyone would like to come to IIT Madras in specific. For them, I would like to say that there are two important programs that it is there with IIT Madras. The first one is BS Data Science, and second one is BS Electronics program, where when you are in the second year, it is possible for you to appear for the exam, our preparatory exam, and if you qualify, you will be getting the BS degree program admission. So keep that as a first step. that will give you confidence for yourself to prepare for JEE main and then to JEE advanced. So first step is please go to the website and look at the time period at which the application has to be applied for this BS degree program. Yes, 6 months before, if you are trying to get an admission and keeping in hand, that is going to be a good enabler for you to move ahead with IIT Madras. The second one is when you try to talk about engineering domain, which domain is going to be much better if you try to look at it. The days have gone where electrical engineer is supposed to be in electrical engineering, where he will get a job only in electricity board. The days have gone. If you look at the technology, for example, the recent launch by Agnicool, where we think that it is only by aerospace department. It is not alone by aerospace department. The dynamics, the heat that it is generated, the level at which the mixing is going to take place, and the type of sensor which is going to be working on, the level of control which is going to happen for the trajectory, all that if you look at it, it is not necessary that aerospace engineer alone will be trying to do it. A electrical engineer will try to work on with the control aspect. A mechanical engineer can work on with the control aspect. A mechanical engineer can work on with the sensors, and electrical engineer can do it on sensor, and the data what it is there is generated in the system, the acquiring the data and keeping it as a database, where electrical engineer can do it, a computer science can do it, and analysis of the data and come for a quick confirmation about how the database is going to be. All that it is going to be not exactly by computer science person, it is going to be by electrical engineer and mechanical engineer. And when you look at the structural aspect of it, not necessary that aerospace engineer alone can do the structural aspect of this vehicle. You can, even the mechanical engineer can do the structural engineering, and even the civil engineer can analyze and do the structural engineering aspect of it. So effectively, what I am trying to convey to you is there is nothing like being a civil engineer or electrical engineer or anything. Every engineer on topic in which you are interested, if you could focus on, it is possible for you to excel in your life. That is what is important. That is what the information I just would like to convey to you at this moment. The second one I just wanted to tell you, the technology is keep growing, and all this technology is because of electronics. IIT Madras is now started looking at further how that it is possible for you to accelerate the process. Till this date, we are all academic oriented research institute. Now industry driven academic institute is the one where IIT Madras is now looking at. It means we are working on with a close collaboration with industry, and industry problems we are trying to solve in no time. And the students like you today, you are going to be the pillar tomorrow. So what I am trying to convey is, whatever the domain in which you wanted to work on, whether you want to be a computer science member, or you would like to work on with a civil engineering, or you want to be a mechatronics person, whatever the domain, specify yourself and make yourself what you wanted to achieve. Start today. I am sure, I am certain that you will achieve in next 10 to 15 years. So the planning is very, very important, and you have come to the right place to know what exactly necessary to be done at this stage. Prepare yourself for all the entrance examination which you would like to, and I am sure you will excel in it. So when I am trying to talk about the technology, electronics is the one which we are talking about. And in this electronics, basically power electronics is one domain where you will have lot of impact, and where IIT Madras started looking at how this power handling capability of this electronic devices can be enhanced. So there, one of the new technology which you would have not heard about, it is called diamondtronics. So far you are talking about only the electronics. Now people are thinking about a diamondtronics, where the diamond coating. So you may feel that diamond is expensive. That technology of making it as cheap, IIT Madras already have carried out, and that you will learn tomorrow when you become a scientist. It is possible for you to adapt. So these words I am trying to convey to you, the very reason is you will remember and you will keep thinking, and if you are fascinated with it, it is possible for you to achieve your goal. So diamondtronics is one area where you will keep working on, and this domain not restricted only with electronics, it is also associated with the mechanical, every aspect of it, it is associated, because the thermal capability of the machine, of the component, is the final decision maker of all this reliability. So that way, thermal aspect, when you are trying to look at it, a conventional engineer thinks that it is a mechanical engineer's job. It is not so. Even electrical engineer can do that. So that is the information which I am trying to look at. And all the time, don't think that you will be working only with electrical, with experimentation and other things. There are a lot of modeling is available. If you are good in mathematics, modeling becomes hands-on for you, where you know the concept called digital twin. I am trying to introduce you this concept. It may enable you to think little more. Digital twin is the concept where the technology, manufacturing technology, in terms of semiconductor, in terms of machining, in terms of healthcare, whatever, wherever you try to go, this digital twin is going to be very, very important. I want you people to think about what is digital twin and start looking at how best you can start working on. So these sort of things will be a good enabler for you to think little more, and whatever be the mark that you get, I'm not worried. If you are trying to choose your area of interest, and if you start working on in that particular domain, keeping all these concepts in mind, I am sure you are going to be very, very successful. My colleagues who are experienced more than 15 to 20 years experience in physics, chemistry, and mathematics, three of my colleagues are going to talk about how to prepare for the entrance examination in general, in specific to JEE main. They will be a good enabler for you to learn much more. With this short note, I would like to thank you all for coming over for this particular event. I am sure the visit will be a good enabler for your life to be highly successful, and I am sure you will learn multiple things and take that particular point, go home and make much more flourishing mindset you have, and I am sure you will all be very successful in your life. With this short note, I stop, and thank you very much, and thank you. Nice opportunity for me to at least to talk to you through online. It is our wish to talk to you offline, but unfortunately, because of other commitment, we could not reach you to this particular place in person. I'm sure that whatever the few things which I have indicated will be a good enabler for you to think little more for your life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are very much honored. Thank you for your guidance.
May I request Professor Segar to initiate, or Professor Harish Kumar will be talking about as per schedule?
Now I request
Professor Harish Kumar.
Professor Saradi, I think as per schedule it's Balaji.
Oh, I see. Professor Balaji. Hello.
Yeah, I will take over.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So namaskaram to everybody. It's very nice to be able to talk to you and to give you some ideas about how to prepare for competitive examinations. So I will do some screen sharing to show you, certain things that you can find online. So the first thing I want to talk about is that is a lot of material that is available for competitive examinations, and this is by IIT Kanpur. They have a website called Sati. Okay, Sati means friend in Hindi, as you may know, and you see, I will. So let me share the I'll share my screen, and so you see, you have so here. Oh, sorry, here. Yeah. So you see, there is this. As you can see, there is this. This is Sati, which is a program of IIT Kanpur, and actually, it is the resources are created by professors from all IITs and the Indian Institute of Science. So it is a free resource that is available to you. This is called Sati, and they have a separate website for JEE preparation, and they also have a website for NEET, that is medical preparation. So as you can see in the screen here, you see, this is of course an initiative of the Ministry of Education to provide free, resources to everybody and enable them to, do well in competitive examinations. And in fact, even there are resources for, other competitive examinations for civil services and, various other, exams. But I'm going to focus only on, your competitive examinations for medical and engineering. So as you can see, there are these Sati courses that you can see here. There are class 11th, there's class 12th, there is people who have passed out 12th and want to spend some more time. Then class 9th and 10th also there is preparation. Preparatory classes are available, and in each of these things you see you have you have all these recorded lectures by IIT professors, and there are some target lectures if you are going for the next IIT. And at the point you see the other important point is that there is a daily doubt clearing session in physics, chemistry, mathematics. Okay, and there are mock tests that are available, as you can see. And there is also a crash course that you can join. Okay, and apart from this, there are also webinars where people are going to explain how to solve problems. Okay, and there are also tutorials, NCERT tutorials that cover the NCERT syllabus. Okay, which are by IIT students, and so all these recorded lectures are prepared by professors from IITs and subject experts. Okay, and as you can see, all IITs are involved in the preparation of this. Okay, and so this is for the JEE, that is for entrance to BE, BTech, the BTech courses. And then there is also, as I told you, Sati also has separate website for medical entrance. So NEET. So here this is the website. So it is satineet.iitk.ac.in. Okay, and here again you have a daily doubt clearing session. Now it's for physics, chemistry, biology, and then there are target courses, and again you see you have class 9th and 10th, and then class 11th, class 12th, and then class 12th pass out who are trying again. You have excellent live and recorded lectures. Okay, and everything is free. Okay, it's a fantastic resource, you have to use it. Again, you have webinars and where problems are solved, and there are also NCERT tutorials. And again, the recorded lectures are prepared by professors from AIIMS and IITs and subject experts from various IITs. So this is another resource that you can make use of. And then I also wanted to say about a few other things. So to go back to these a few things that I had written down here. So I wanted to emphasize that when you do these preparation for these exams, it's usually objective type questions, and I found that people make errors in writing steps. Okay, if you jump steps you can make errors, and then sometimes when you're copying data in the question and transferring it, sometimes you copy the data wrongly, and then you can have calculation errors. So you have to beware of all these errors. So these are the three main places where you can make mistakes. So don't jump steps. It's worth writing that extra step. Make sure that you have not missed something. Then always check whether you have copied the data from the problem given to you properly. Okay, and make sure of your calculations. Okay, and then there is always there's this other there's always this question whether you have to work for speed, or you have to work for understanding, or should you worry about intuition, or should you worry about scholarship. So this is always a paradoxical kind of question when it comes to competitive exams. But my advice to you is that primarily what is important is to understand the concepts. Okay, understand the concepts, and then speed is something that will come by practice. Okay, so I told you that that the practice will come by I'm sorry, so there was a phone call. So you see, practice will come by having a daily timetable for physics, chemistry, maths, or physics, chemistry, biology, and to stick to it. Okay, and you must solve old question papers. You should use mock tests that are available. Okay, and kindly just hold on for a moment. I'm sorry about this interruption. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a call that I had to take. My apologies. So you see, you must have you must have a daily timetable for physics, chemistry, mathematics, or physics, chemistry, biology, or probably all the four if you're trying for both engineering and medicine, and you have to stick to the timetable. Okay, and you must have self-timed tests using earlier question papers and mock tests. And Sarthi has a lot of mock tests, and at least do one full test per subject per week. Okay, and the other important thing is that as far as scholarship or intuition or understanding is concerned, just by solving MCQs, you might forget a lot of theory and a lot of conceptual things. So make this policy of writing down theory, formulas, derivations, diagrams, okay, for at least one topic in each of the subjects of physics, chemistry, mathematics, or biology daily. Okay, so writing, you should not lose the art of writing down details, writing down formulas, drawing diagrams properly, labeling them, understanding the proofs of the derivations, how the derivations come out, because this understanding is very critical, because when you apply a formula, formula is not something that's magic. It applies under certain hypothesis, when some hypotheses or certain conditions are satisfied. So if the conditions are not satisfied, then the formula is not applicable. And you need to know which conditions are satisfied, and you have to apply the formula correctly. And for that, you will understand this very nicely if you understand where the formula came from, if you understand where the derivation came from. Okay, so this is something that you need to do. Okay, and of course, many people nowadays use AI. The problem with AI is that AI can make mistakes, so you better beware. Whatever AI does is that it's only taking information that's already available on the web, and then it's telling that to you. So it's very possible that it makes mistakes, and I have also tried it several times, that it makes mistakes, and then if you keep talking to it, then it somewhat corrects itself. So AI is not you have to be careful when you use AI. You have to be it's better to refer to standard books and standard sources. Okay, and then and at the end, I would like to talk about two important things. This is especially for mathematics. And again, so here I want to say that, for those people who are interested, probably you are all 12th standard students, but you may have, younger brothers or sisters or younger friends who are in earlier classes. So for those who have a love for mathematics, there is this thing called Bhaskaracharya Pratishtana in Pune. And this Bhaskaracharya Pratishtana has a high school mathematics training program. Okay, and what they do is, right from 5th standard to 9th standard, they give a mathematics training program for students who are especially interested in mathematics. So you can recommend this to your younger siblings, your brothers, sisters, or your younger friends at school. Okay, and the other thing I want to talk about is that there is also this now there is this thing called the Lodha Institute and the Lodha Genius Program, and this is a new initiative by privately funded initiative towards mathematics. And what they do is that they have they give a scholarship. Okay, and they have partnered already with Ashoka University and ISER Pune. They are also going to partner with us, IIT Madras. And what we are going to do is that we are going to give special programs and mentoring for students who are exceptionally interested in mathematics. And they have so this Ashoka University program, for example, is for maths and science scholars who are in grades 8 to 11, and they are all free and it's fully funded. Okay, but you will have to apply to an entrance examination. Okay, And there are nice science workshops, there are mathematics courses, there are seminars, there are life skills, and so many other things that you can look at. So this is this is the Lodha Genius program with Ashoka University. Then there's also one with ICER. There's also one with ICER Pune, and they are also doing a very nice program. Okay, and everything everything is based on some entrance. And so this is for especially people who are interested, in mathematics, especially. Okay, so this is you can look at this lodhageniusprogram.com website, and you have a lot of information about it. Okay, this is especially for people who are very much interested in mathematics. Okay, and of course I should tell you that there is also, for example, in Chennai and nearby places, we have the advantage of the Chennai Mathematical Institute, which has its extraordinary, bachelor's and master's program in mathematics, and there is also an entrance for that, and you can prepare for that, especially people who are extremely interested in mathematics. Okay, so I think this is what I wanted to say. So I will kind of go back to this, and I'll stop sharing my screen. So I hope all that I said, all the things that I showed on screen were visible. I hope so. If anybody has any questions, please ask me. Otherwise, I can hand over to Professor Shekhar, who is the next person in this program to speak.
Students, if you have any
Professor
queries, you can
Jayalakshmi
ask.
ma'am, are there any questions from the students' side? It's nice to see a lot of students sitting there, and we wish we were there in person, but we are also tied up with several things now.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, probably I think I'll just hand over to Professor Shekhar to continue. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Professor Venkata Balaji from IIT Madras Maths Department. My name is Shekhar, presently head of the Chemistry Department, IIT Madras. Basically, I'm an organic chemist. I teach and do research in the area of organic chemistry. So once again, very good morning to all. I'm very happy to talk to you people, students from Kanjipuram districts. I heard that more than 750 students are participating in this workshop. So my first advice will be your determination. You may be having good backup by your school, or your parents may be motivating or forcing or helping, or you'll be getting all the relevant materials from several sources. But in my opinion, or in my personal experience, your determination matters. First, you have to decide that this is the area where I want to carry out my career, and you should like that subject. Then you decide. That's what Abdul Kalam says, you dream, kanavu kanungal. So then it will be very easy for you to reach that target. So this is my first message. And also, when you talk about the so-called competitive exams, or for you, the entrance exam, all of you may be aware that this is completely different from your board exam, what you have written your 10th, or whatever exams you are writing in your school. In schools, the so-called board exams, that is not an elimination exam. So just they will be checking how much you learned the subject in all the aspect, even memorizing kind of questions, descriptive type, analytical, problem solving. Then if you know more, mostly it will be to the point, to the syllabus, whatever is given. There won't be any out of syllabus. and reasonably that if it is a 12th exam, it will be 12th level only. But if you see the entrance exam, the purpose is completely different. If you take JEE Advance, if you take in IITs, maybe hardly 10,000 or 15,000 seats are for BTech, but 12, 13 lakh students start the exam. So it's not that it is not possible for everybody to get into IIT, or it's not possible for everybody to get into NEET MBBS. So this is a eliminating exam. So the level of the question paper may not be at the +2 level, though the syllabus is strictly from +2, particularly NCERT based book only. It is all there. Let it be your NEET exam or our JEE main or JEE advanced, but the level of the question really goes up. If you take JEE advanced, I'm sure it's not as simply a student comes from +2. It may not be easy for him to crack it, because it may be at the BSc level. Some questions may be even MSc level. Even some question may be at PhD level. And you may be knowing that in the world, if you see the toughness of the exam, JEE Advanced stands in the top 3. So for that, you need the determination, you need the interest, involvement, then only you can take it further. And very importantly, as I told you, if you like the subject, it will become like your hobby. If you are interested in some particular sports or anything, there's no need for anybody to ask you to do that job. You do by your own interest. So if you start liking the subject, whatever you want to carry on, then your life will become very easy. So my suggestion will be, any subject we are going to take the exam, the first your aim is not clearing the exam. Your aim is to understand the subject. First, you have to learn the basics. The fundamentals should be very clear. Then only later on you can solve the higher level problems. And very importantly, sometimes we don't read all the topics in a particular subject. One or two topics we leave it. That's not a good thing, because in competitive exams, the questions are from several topics linked. It's like a domino process. It will start from one topic, it will go to second topic, it may be ending with the third topic. This is a very common way of asking question in JEE Advanced. So it is not a good idea to omit any subject. And another thing what I would suggest, as already Professor Balaji Venkat suggested, practice very regularly. The regular thing is very important than intensely studying for few days or weeks. So in a very systematic manner, the way which works for you, you have to nicely make a plan, and very regularly you practice for the exam, then life will be very easy. And another key point, any exam you are interested, you have to take the previous year question paper. It's available in the net, in all the website with solution. So minimum 10 years question paper you have to try to solve. So that will help you to understand the common repeating questions, important trends, and time management, very important, and some of the tricks in solving the problem. And also, when you study, for example, chemistry or organic chemistry, the relevant subject you have to compare and study. For example, you are talking about substitution, you are studying substitution reaction. It is very much related to elimination. It's a competitive reaction, and you should know they are related. They are competitive reactions, and one condition will favor one, other condition will favor other one. Or for example, you are talking about oxidation and reduction. They are two different topics. But any oxidation reaction, there will be a parallel reduction. So if you don't know the basics between these two reactions, then doing oxidation reduction will be very difficult. That is how you should also try to link the related topics, so that your understanding will be even better. And another very important point, not only practicing the old question papers, you have to take mock test. Already the website, so many things are shown by Professor Venkata Balaji. So you should mimic the real exam kind of condition scenario. Then you take the mock exam. Definitely it will improve your efficiency in taking the exam. If you take the mock exam, it will improve your accuracy taking the competitive exam, and it will improve your speed, because if you are not able to finish it in 3 hours in the mock, then you will know that how many hours or minutes you need extra, in what are the topics you are lacking, where you are taking more time. Accordingly, you can train yourself. Then it will improve your confidence if you take several mock exam, and definitely more importantly, the time management. If you come to chemistry, there are 3 topics: organic, inorganic, and physical chemistry. So how much time among these 3 division you will be spending depends upon your interest. But it's very important to read all the 3 so that you will be able to get good score. So in my opinion, is like 1:1:1. But if R depends on your interest, some subject you may like more, other subject you may like less. But in general, my suggestion will be, if you are a neutral person, generally we spend, a normal candidate spends 40% time for physical chemistry, because it's more problem oriented. So you have to solve a lot of problems, train yourself. Roughly 35% for organic, which basically involves with lot of concept and reaction mechanism. And if you are okay with inorganic chemistry, maybe 25%. Generally, it's mostly it's like a memorable. You have to remember those things. That's the way it is. And my suggestion will be, if you are seriously looking for clearing JEE Advanced or NEET, definitely, particularly JEE, the pattern. Every day, 20 to 30 multi-choice question, MCQ, you have to try every day, and minimum 10 numerical questions you have to try to solve. And weekly, you must take 1 mock test very regularly. It should be the regular practice. And there are so many common mistakes students do. For example, when you are studying organic reactions, you may not be understanding the mechanism or any name reaction. Simply, we will memorize and we'll take it further. That is okay for the board exams, classroom exams, but definitely it's not for the competitive exam. So it's very important for you to learn organic chemistry with the mechanism. And also you should keep on write and practice, then only, otherwise it will evaporate. That if you have to, in Tamil, Chittiram Kaipalakam, you keep on, you write and practice, then slowly it will stay with you. And all the equations, whether it's mathematics or physical chemistry, you keep on write several times, then even without your knowledge, it will be with you. That's a very important thing I would like to say. And when you talk about physical chemistry, there are, all the syllabus are given. So if you read all the previous question papers, you will understand what are the topics where most of the questions are asked. Let it be is like a mole concept, thermodynamics, equilibrium, electrochemistry, kinetics, so on and so forth. Or if you talk about inorganic chemistry, the periodic table, you should be very clear on all the trends related to periodic table, how the electronegativity increasing, decreasing, the size increases, decreases, all the oxidation state, common oxidation state, everything. You should have some kind of strategy where if the question is asked within few seconds, you will be answering. And colors related to the periodic table and the structure, shape, all those things you should be remember. Particularly organic chemistry, as I already told you, the mechanism matters. And practicing yourself every time. You have to read and write several times so that it will stay. Otherwise, after a few days or weeks, you will forget. So my suggestion will be, now if you are +1 student or +2 student, 2 years with great determination, you really, if you work hard, definitely you will be able to clear the exam, whatever you want. And which subject you have to choose, obviously it's up to you. But in my opinion, after +2, whatever subject you are choosing, doesn't matter. Let it be a medicine, let it be engineering, let it be a science, arts, commerce, even sports, doesn't matter. But after that, if you have interest into that, and you really, if you work hard, and you will be reaching the top in the particular subject. Since I am from IIT Madras, from chemistry department, also I would like to give you one extra information. Say if somebody wants to come to IIT Madras, so you have to clear JEE advance and come for our engineering program. But this year onwards, we have in chemistry department, we have started 4 years BS program in chemistry. So admission is through ISER aptitude test, IAT. In case you are interested in IIT Madras coming for BTech program, but you are not able to clear JE Advanced, but if you have a good score in ISER aptitude test, so you can come to IIT Madras chemistry department for bachelor's in chemistry program. And there's another nice way. So if you do your bachelor's followed by you can go to abroad for your PhD and so on and so forth. And another thing, this January 2nd, 3rd, 4th, we have an institute open house. So you are anyway nearby Chennai. You can come to IIT Madras. The whole IIT will be open. All the department centers, everything is open for the students. You can visit that department what you are interested, and there will be a lot of experiment will be performed. All kind of information will be available, and we put red carpet on that day for the students from outside. So I request you to utilize this opportunity. And with this, I thank you for listening, and I will be happy if you have any questions to answer. I wish you all the best and hope to see you, most of you, in the near future, 1 or 2 years at IIT Madras or in our relevant places. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we will listen to Professor Arish Kumar.
Hello. Good morning to all of you. I think you are able to hear me. Very nice to interact with young minds. So, as already the previous speakers told you, I am Professor Harish Kumar from the Physics Department of IIT Madras. As all other speakers told you about the importance of studying with a clear understanding of the concepts and then applying it to solve problems. This is very essential if you are interested in getting into any of the institutions of importance, national importance, the central institutions, like say NIT, IIT is there, triple IT is there, or even medical side. So everything is based on, the admission is based on some entrance examination, like the JE mains, JE advanced for IITs, then you have the NEET for the medical admission. Now, as Professor Shekhar correctly told you, there is a fundamental difference in when you are writing your exams for your school exams and then take up this entrance exam. As he said, the entrance exam is almost like a filter, okay? Because the number of seats available and the number of candidates applying, they will not match. So obviously there will be a heavy filtering taking place. So it will not be merely the same way as your usual exams for your +2 is there. Okay, so you have to understand this difference, and in a subject like physics, which is highly concept oriented, okay, no wonder because of that it will also be appearing to be quite difficult for many students. Okay, but the nature of the subject is like that. Physics attempts to explain each and every phenomena that you see either in nature, or you perform some experiment in the laboratory and then some result is there. Then the physicist asks the question like why it is happening, how it is happening, when it is happening, like a lot of questions, and then try to come with a suitable explanation, okay, that appeals to our logical sense, okay, using certain core concepts which one should never violate. So unless these core concepts are very clear in our mind, we will not be able to apply these things in specific situations in solving problems. I would suggest that you cannot just to take a book and read physics like that. You always should have a paper and pen with you, paper pen. You have to write. And if you take any topic in physics, you will find that there is some particular experiment or some thing which has already found in nature, and then they will try to first describe that thing, then they will try to understand why it is happening, how it is happening, etc., through a theoretical formulation. And physics theory always uses mathematics as the language. So the concepts, the understanding of that physical problem is done through a derivation. So we use almost, I would say, all branches of mathematics, all topics in mathematics. We will use the techniques, the mathematical tools to arrive at a relation which will help us to understand that particular phenomena better. Okay, instead of telling in so many words, putting it in a compact equation form helps us to easily understand. If you know that language of mathematics, it will be conveying it in with more clarity, and we can understand the thing better. That's why a student of physics also should be good in mathematics. Okay, and people, unfortunately, in exams they compartmentalize, like this is descriptive question, this is derivation, this is problem. This approach is actually wrong. The compartmentalizing like this, that means you are thinking they are all different. There is a particular experiment or some phenomena that is being observed. It always starts with a keen observation. You observe that, and then, like, rainy day is there, there's a rainbow, everybody sees and then says it's nice, but the physicist thinks, oh, what colors are there and which color is at the bottom, which is at the top, like this, and then tries to find a reason why it may be happening like this. Okay, that's reasoning part, that is a theory. The observation is the physical phenomena. If there is such a phenomena only, I have to develop a theory. So it's all part of the same story. And in the process, in a mathematical, we use the mathematical tool and do a derivation to explain that. As a result, you get some expression. They are of some general applicable. They will have a general applicability, but you may have to use it in specific context using certain conditions. This is what is tested in problems. Under a certain condition, how you will use this appropriate, you have to first decide which equation to use and under what conditions to be applied there to get your result, like this. Obviously, these things cannot be done overnight. You have to clearly understand the concepts. So I will tell a particular methodology which will be better in physics. There are certain standard books you can go through. NCERT, as all the other speakers referred to, yes, it's very nicely written. The NCERT book, you have to first go through that, understand the concept clearly, and then there are worked examples that will be given. That worked example you have to understand very clear, and you should be able to do that worked example even without looking into the book once. That much you have to be thorough with that. Then we can say that you have understood the concept. Then use that to go to some simple problem you take up, just to boost your confidence level. That's very important. Without self-confidence, you cannot do anything. So take up some simple problems, even if you know that you can solve it, do it. And when you get the answer correct, that boosts your confidence. Then go to next tougher one, like that. So once you are able to do it with this NCERT books, there is another good books with so many problems, that is Concepts on Physics by H.C. Verma. Many of you may be familiar. This is an Indian author book. So you should be able to follow that well, and then do the same thing. Like, there are worked examples, there are exercises given. Go in that order. The simple, then the tougher, like this. The more you solve, the more you will get confidence, as well as you will be able to solve problems quickly. And then there is another book which is used worldwide in physics, that Principles of Physics by Halliday Resnick, and it's a very standard book. So you should also use such books. Halliday, Resnick, Walker, these books are there. So use that and try to solve as many problems as possible which are given in the exercise. There are also worked examples given. Using that, you can very well understand the thing and then use that to solve problems. Okay, it is only this thing that will help you in doing well in entrance examination. Almost whether you go into the science or engineering or medicine, any of these institutions, your entrance exam will always have physics as one of the subjects, and you will have to do well in that this thing. So there is no shortcut to that. The only this thing is a clear understanding of the concepts and then working out with a regular manner in a systematic way, solving problems almost on a daily basis. If you do that systematically, then I would say there is no need even to go to any coaching center or something. It is only a mere practice. Even if you go there, they will just give you that practice. Okay, but understanding that concept clearly and applying it to different situations is very important. So do that. And as far as your future career is concerned, do what you really like. It should not be by force. There are several topics. The world has changed, and in the country now, earlier there used to be some focus towards only certain things. You go for engineering, you go for now it is not like that. Anything which you do, you like it really, you will be able to do well, and then you will excel in it. Obviously, your future will be well secured, and you will also be able to contribute significantly in that field. So this you keep it in your mind. I wish you all the best. That if you are interested enough IIT and all, of course the number of seats are limited. So the JEE mains first you have to clear. They have to get a certain cutoff above that. Then you will be allowed to write the JEE advanced exam, and then you can you have to of course crack that this thing, which is a very tough exam, of course. But it's your determination, your self confidence, your regular practice. All this will help you in that process. As far as our department is concerned, in IIT Madras Physics Department, we offer programs such as we have a 4-year BS in physics, and we have a 4-year BTech in engineering physics. Then we have a master's program, of course, in physics, followed by an MTech level. Also, we have a functional material nanotechnology, etc. And as you know, physics has links with all the engineering topics. Every engineering topic will be based on certain physical principles. So physics will be an essential part of that thing. And in medicine also, if you go to any big hospital, you find a lot of diagnostic things. You have to go to diagnostic centers. All these instruments are basically based on some physical principle based on which they have been developed. So that way, physics will be there, having its links with almost all the topics. So you, and if you have to be good in physics, you also have to do mathematics well. So okay. So with this note, I would like to conclude my lecture. All the best to all of you. Do very well. Boost your self-confidence. A systematic study is what is required. Systematic preparation for this thing, and don't be selective. As see, for example, I have seen cases where students used to skip earlier plus two. Only the final exam was there, so plus one portions they used to skip. This should not be done, because the topics have been structured like certain things are covered in first year, certain things are covered in second year. It doesn't mean that only this is without that first year thing I can't go proceed further. So mechanics etc will come in the first year, so which are very important. And physics has so many subtopics, so all the topics are important. There will be, then only you get a whole holistic view. They are linked basically ultimately, so that will help you to pursue higher studies. You leave out anything, that will always be a weak this thing for you, which will always pull you down. Okay, so with these words, I wish you all the best. Do very well, do whatever you like, and excel in that. Thank you for listening to me. If anything is there, I can answer.
We are very much honored, professors. Thank you for your guidance. It's truly inspiring and enriching experience. Thank you, sirs.
Thank
It's time to honor our teachers from various schools. May I now request our Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Vasant Kumar Mehta, to honor our teachers. Mrs. Murugeshwari, Sri Shankara Vidyalaya, Urapakam. Mr. K. Mahendran, Shankara Vidyalaya, East Tambram. Mr. Jayaprakash, Guru Kshetra Public School. Mrs. Lakshmi Priya, SSKV Matriculation Higher Secondary School. Mahendran. Okay, sir. Mahadevan, Mr. Mahadevan from Sri Shankara Vidyalaya, East Tambram. Mr. Bharat Kumar, Shiksha Public School. Mrs. Ajita, Swami Vivekananda Matriculation Higher Secondary School. Mrs. Lata, Brimming High International School. Mrs. Sasikala, MLM Mamalan Matriculation Higher Secondary School. Mr. Shanmugan, Maharishi International Residential School. Mrs. Mani, Ramakrishna Vidyalaya Matriculation Higher Secondary School.
Proud parent of our institution, her daughter, son is studying in BE Computer Science, first year.
I am very glad to inform that my experience is a bitter experience about these colleges. I have been working in this Kanjipuram in MLM since 2004. And I ran into many colleges. As we brought up our children, I was a little to the culture. Being in Kanjipuram, and we are the devotees of Mahabala Periva. And so I ran into many colleges. Only the parent we have in our minds that if our children go to the cities or some other states, they'll come by the exposure. Here in the Kanjipuram, we don't have any exposure like. Even before it was there in my mind like that. But now I regret that words. We ran into many colleges. My son, they went there and he saw many of the students and he felt very bad. Because we brought up the children in such a way that they need some culture in them. In that, I am very proud of it. He saw the students, he didn't like those things. And the last but not the least, he said that he wanted to come to the Shankara University just to have a visit here. Just, I said only a word, you go. Because we are not so royal family to pay a 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs to give him an education. I am from a middle class family. I want to give my child a good education. But another the side is that I want to give what he wants. That's very important. They should blame us, isn't it, if we won't do that. But I said only one word, being in the Kanjipuram and being as a devotee, my son is devoted to the mutt. I said go to the mutt once, being a Thursday, just you go to Sannidhanam, just have a prayer. The God will show you the way. Just he went there by 9 o'clock in the morning. By 10:30 he came to the college here. Just he went to around the college. He was very happy by seeing the students. That's very important. By seeing the students, he was very happy. In other colleges and all, they were talking about something else, something else. I don't want to mention the colleges and what the talks they had. Even I went with him. But he came here, he saw the children. The children are very bright. And they were having a chat with the girls and the boys in a decent manner. And they were talking about the subject, what they had. That convocation only was going on. So he felt very happy. At the same moment, he said to his father, just pay the fees for me here. Just he said that. But he was scared. My better half is very scared. So for BE Computer Science, how is it possible for us to pay, because we ran to some other colleges and we heard many lakhs, how could we pay here? Then he made a call to me. I said, whatever it is, he likes the college, you may have an admission. Then he came, he went to the admission office. Really, I was wondered about the fees. I am able to pay the fees, my child. It is comfortable for me to pay it. And another thing, he had a lot of exposure also here. I didn't even come a single day here to pay the fees or to make an admission here. I didn't come. This is the first day I have come here. And I saw the activities of my child, how he is at home, what are the activities he is doing, how the lecturers are encouraging him. Even he was preparation. As the elite personality said, don't use the GPT or Meta AI to create the intelligence. The same was lectures said by the lecturers in the classrooms. So he never touched that. He never. 1 or 2 times, if you want to check something else, he used to tell me, Ma, just check and give some information from the GPT, because our lecture said you lose your intelligence if you use it. So he is following. He was very devoted to the lectures and the teachers right from the childhood. So really, I am very, very glad and I am very happy that this program has given enlightenment to our children, how they have to come up, and many things were given, and hope they will follow. As my students are here, really they are very intelligent. Hope they have taken the good thing. Because exposure doesn't come outside, it comes from us. This college has proved in the form of my son. Really, I am very happy. Thank you very much.
This is SCSVMV. Big round of applause. Thank you, ma'am, for wonderful words. This is the university blessed by Kanji Periyava. This is a feather in our cap. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Mrs. Malini from Ramakrishna Vidyalaya Matriculation Higher Secondary School. Sir? Mr. U. Mailvaganan from Kanji Global School. Mrs. Archana from Velammal Bodhi Campus. Thank you, dear teachers. Thank you, sirs. We have a great industry expert, Ram from Ashok Leyland. I request him to address the students. Let us give him a warm welcome. Sir, please address our students, sir.
Good morning. Kekla. Good morning. Thank you. First of all, I thank the university for inviting me to address this young and energetic students, and thanks for the opportunity. As an industry, we are looking for some people who is strong in basics. So don't study for marks. Understand the basics, learn the basics. Lot of disturbance. Okay. People are busy out backside.
Dear students, please listen.
And it's very difficult to speak after a lot of experts' advice, because whatever we have prepared already covered by a lot of people. So it will be repeating. So I was thinking how to take it useful to you and audience. If you see, actually you are very blessed people. This generation is very blessed. In our generation, we don't have much exposure to learn new things. Whatever available in the books only we have to study. If we have any doubt, we have to go long way to the library to clear our doubts. It will take 1 or 2 days. And it's not very difficult, it's not very easy to approach the library also. Nowadays, everything is available online. Everything is available in your hand. So whatever doubts you are having, immediately you can check in your mobile and you can be clarified. And you can have expert teachers, lecturer also. If you miss some classroom session, you can always go through the online, YouTube or any other chat GPT to understand the basics of the things. Those things have been very useful nowadays. And the facilities available in the colleges also not like earlier. Earlier we don't have much laboratory, and nowadays the colleges are providing good laboratory and access to the all equipments. In that way, this generation is very blessed. So make use of this gadgets and other thing. Learn more, and first don't study for marks. Study for understand the basics. Then only you can sustain in the market. And we select not only based on the marks. We look for some other additional courses. Not only B or B Tech, we are looking for some skill development course. Nowadays, all the things are available in the market. Only the innovative mind, that is innovative thing that is missing. First, understand the basics, follow the basics, then challenge the basics. That is innovation. So there is a lot of courses available nowadays to study. A lot of engineering colleges are available. Those days it was not there. Only few colleges can be available nearby, and people are very hesitant to go outside. And nowadays, you can study whatever courses you required. You can select the courses whatever required. You can select the teachers also whoever required. You can go through online and you can select the good professional teachers, and you can get the good benefit of that. That's all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now it's time to listen to Mr. Vignesh S. Ram from First Solar. I invite him to address the students.
Good morning, all. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I would like to thank the esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Vice Chancellor, Professor Vasant Kumar Mehta, sir, Chancellors, and the other esteemed faculties. And it's very good to see young and budding minds here. I'll try to share my 2 cents on this, especially like what Mr. Sunil said. It is really difficult to come and speak after the esteemed, professors from IIT Madras when they actually given you the cheat code for success. Nobody can deny what they have told, and that is completely practical, and that is what is going to work. There are certain things in life where you cannot take the shortcut. Like, I'll reiterate what the professors told, right? The daily practice of doing at least 10 questions per day is really going to help you irrespective of what you're trying to do. So this is not going to stop only now where you're trying to get into your engineering exams. This is really going to help you if you're aspiring for masters. And that is something that has helped me as well when I was preparing for my masters. On a daily basis, all you have to do is, focus on 10 questions per day, and you have to do it repetitively. And all you have to focus is, 1% of improvement per day. And you do that for 1 year, you actually would have gone leap and bounds, even though if it is a small step. And even in manufacturing, there is a concept called Kaizen, which is continual improvement. We don't expect you to improve the throughput or the production in a factory by 10 folds in a day. Rather, 1 part per day, if you improve, it is going to give you multifold benefits if you look at the end of the year. Now, in terms of the overall discussion on career aspiration, in terms of, some time ago, I was like you in my higher secondary when I was, speaking to a lot of these people in my, within my family, my friends and everybody. And to be honest, I will tell you, I chose mechanical engineering because most of my friends were doing mechanical engineering and all my cousins were mechanical engineers. That is something, I'm not saying that is wrong. In a way, it turned out good for me as well. But for you, what you have to do is always look at, the foundation of your bachelor's has to be really strong. In that way, I would advise you to look at the basic engineering courses. Basically, if you look at basic engineering courses, there are 5. Mechanical, electrical, electronics and communication, computer science and civil. Without these 5, you look around yourself, without the involvement of these 5 engineering branches, there is not going to be anything in this world. Right from this library that we are sitting in, has a collaboration of all these 5 engineers. The civil engineer who has built this building, the mechanical engineers for the structures and the other things that he has designed, the electrical engineers who are, invented, installed and produced in mass for all these electrical equipments, the electronics engineers who actually made me possible, for everybody at the back of the auditorium to hear me as well through this microphone and speakers, and all the other electronic instruments, from the video cameras and, everything, and the computer science engineers who really helped us to actually deliver the speech. You were able to hear the speeches of the esteemed professors from IIT Madras. So no matter where you go, these 5 core branches is going to be the foundation and it is going to be around you. So I would strongly urge you to look at these core branches, have a really strong foundation so that it can really catapult your, career multifold when you grow with the organization, wherever you go. So for example, all this talks about artificial intelligence, the chat GPTs and everything, right? It can really help you. It is like it is how you use it. It can really make you or break you. So I would say, try to use that as minimal as possible, and then try to still go through the age-old tested methodology. And I just learned this fact from our Vice Chancellor, sir. There is like 2 lakh books in this library. Imagine the amount of knowledge that 2 lakh books can give you. Of course, ChatGPT can give you a similar knowledge in probably half the time. But the thrill of going and searching for the knowledge, the moment you learn for it, that is going to stick with you for a long time rather than something that, comes at the ready, type in a palm and within 2 seconds you get all the information. It is not going to stick with you. So, again, I'll circle back to the same thing, the opportunities for core engineers is never going to die. Myself being a core engineer, the opportunities for me was, multi-fold, and then I can now take my trajectory in terms of wherever department that I want to, because I had my bachelor's in my core engineering, I had the opportunity to work not only in operations, I was in the process development, I was also in maintenance, I was in part of projects, and I was then part of the management team as well. So for example, if somebody with a very specialized core skill is not going to get this much opportunities in any workplace, right? And then once you get into an organization, once you complete your bachelor's in this core engineering, choose a field that you want to work with. And then that is where you need to look at the emerging trends. Now currently, if you look at emerging trends, semiconductors and solar is going to be a big boom for not only in India, worldwide. You would have seen in newses, NVIDIA is coming up with this, advanced chips. And then, Tata has now, announced semiconductor chip fabrication here in India. They're going to be opening in multiple locations in Assam and everywhere, and Bangalore. And you also would have known about the big solar revolution that India is currently going through. And these are the industries now where there is a severe lack of skilled headcount or skilled manpower to come and execute all the different production and maintenance related activities. And as young budding minds and who are looking into a career, this is where I would probably focus myself, not just like, I'll reiterate from what, our beloved friend, Mr. Sunil said, do not look at engineering as part of your mark system. Don't do that. Rather, you try to understand the concepts, which is really going to help you in the real world example, because current situation in India is there is a lack of skilled manpower on all these high-tech industries, including semiconductor. And the government is working on, through the National Skill Development Agencies, is trying to, upskill all the engineers and technicians skill to adapt to the semiconductor and solar fields. And this gives you a right opportunity for you to start right, put the right foot right from the beginning. When you select what kind of engineering that you want to do, and then take it from there. And I think the opportunities are limitless and boundless. So this is from an academic background, but last but not the least, you need to also look at, how good you are working with people. Collaboration is going to be key for success irrespective of the field. The only place where collaboration is not accepted is exam hall. And I think everybody knows that. Except the exam halls, collaborate everywhere else, work as a team. And it also depends on, how good you work with people is going to really shape how fast you're going to raise in the career. Because probably for the initial 5 to 6 years is where you'll be working with the tools. After that, you are going to be managing people who will be working with the tools. So people skills, soft skills, and how good you communicate with each other, and how clearly you set your, the communication with each other is really going to help you grow fast in your career. With that being said, thank you for this opportunity, everyone, and all the best, dear students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and encouragement. May I now request Mr. Venkat Ramasamy, Director.
I missed some of the point. Irrespective of knowledge and other thing, don't miss the discipline. So if you miss the basic discipline, whatever knowledge you gained, whatever level you achieved, will not be sustained. So don't miss the discipline. Discipline is the foremost important and very basic thing. You have to be, it should be there for lifetime. Then only you can sustain the position and other thing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Venkat Ramasamy, Director Corporate Relations, to address the students.
Good morning. Good morning. தமிழில் பேசலாமா? ஓகேவா? தமிழ் தெரியும்ல எல்லாருக்கும்? ஓகேவா என்ன? ஓகே. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் தி ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. நான் வந்து இங்கே ஒரு ஃபில்லர் சார், காமகோட்டி சார் வர வரைக்கும் நான் பேசுவேன். ஸோ எனி டைம் என்னை ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிவிடுவாங்க. ஸோ இங்கே இருக்கிறதுல எத்தனை பேர் இப்போ அடுத்து என்ன பண்ண போகிறீங்க, 12th அப்புறம் என்ன பண்ண போகிறீங்கன்னு உங்களுக்கு கிளியராக தெரியும்? எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியும்? சும்மா கை தூக்குங்களேன். எங்கே போய் சேர போகிறீங்க, என்ன படிக்க போகிறீங்கன்னு தெரியும். ஓ ஓகே, பரவாயில்ல. எத்தனை பேருக்கு ஓரளவு தெரியும் நான் ஆனால் எங்கே போய் ஜாயின் பண்ண போகிறேன்னு தெரியாது? ஓரளவு தெரியும் என்ன படிக்கணும்னு, பட் ஆனால் எங்கே போய் ஜாயின் பண்ண போகிறேன் என்னன்னு தெரியாது. ஓகே. எத்தனை பேர் இன்னும் யோசிக்கவே இல்லை, என்ன பண்ண போகிறீங்கன்னு இன்னும் யோசிக்கவே இல்லை? ஓகே, நீங்கள் தான் என்னோடய ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸு. ஏன்னா மிச்சவங்களாம் ஆல்ரெடி டிசைட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ஓகே. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு சில பேரோட பேரை பற்றி நான் கேட்க போகிறேன். அப்துல் கலாம் பற்றி யார் எவ்வளோ பேருக்கு தெரியும்? அப்துல் கலாம் பற்றி எல்லாருக்குமே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும் இல்லையா? அவர் 12வது முடித்தது உடனே என்ன படித்தாருன்னு தெரியுமா? யாருக்காவது தெரியுமா? 12th முடித்த உடனே அவர் என்ன படித்தாருன்னு? எழுந்து சத்தமாக பேசலாம். இதெல்லாம் சிம்பிள் கொஸ்டின் தான், மார்க்கெலாம் போட போகிறதில்ல. அட்மிஷன் உண்டு உங்களுக்கு SCSVMV, ஈவன் இஃப் யூ ஆன்சர் இட் இன்கரெக்ட்லி. He read BSc Physics. ஓகே. அப்புறம் அவர் என்னவா ஆனார் கடைசியில்? He became a not just any scientist, he became a rocket scientist. He was the brain behind நம்மளோட நியூக்ளியர் ப்ரோக்ராமுக்கு அவர் ஒரு பெரிய உந்துகோலாக இருந்தார் இல்லையா? அவர் ஆரம்பித்தது எங்கே? இன் அ காலேஜ் இன் ட்ரிச்சி, ஸ்டடியிங் BSc கெமிஸ்ட்ரி. என் சந்திரசேகர் டாடா குரூப்போட சேர்மன். எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியும் என் சந்திரசேகர்? கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா பேர்? யாரும் கேள்விப்பட்டது இல்லையா? ஓகே, அவரை விட்டுறலாம். சுந்தர் பிச்சை எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியும்? ஓகே. அவர் என்ன படித்தாருன்னு தெரியுமா 12th முடிச்சப்புறம்? தெரியுமா? கரெக்டு, யாரோ சொல்கிறாங்க மெட்டலர்ஜி. வெரி குட். அவர் வந்து படித்தது வந்து, கை தட்டுங்க, அவர் வந்து படித்தது வந்து BE மெட்டலர்ஜி. இப்போ என்னவா இருக்கார் அவர்? சாரி, CEO ஆஃப் வாட்? கூகுள். கூகுள்ங்கிற கம்பெனிக்கு மெட்டலர்ஜிக்கு ஏதாவது சம்மந்தம் யோசித்து பார்த்துருப்பாரா அவர் அப்போ படிக்கும்போது? இல்லை இல்லையா? இதே மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் நீங்கள் பெரிய பெரிய ஆளுங்களாம் எடுத்து பாருங்கள். அவங்க ஃபஸ்ட்டு எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கிறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து வில் பி டோட்டலி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஃப்ரம் வாட் தே எண்ட் அப் இன். இதுலேருந்து நம்ம என்ன தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம்? நீங்கள் என்ன சூஸ் பண்ணுறீங்களோ 12th முடித்த உடனே, வாட் எவர் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு சூஸ், டூ இட் வித் பேஷன். ஐ திங்க் நிறைய பேர் சொன்னாங்க. எப்பொழுதுமே என்ன ஆகும்னு கேட்டிங்கனாக்கா, வாழ்க்கையில் வந்து 12th முடித்த உடனே அம்மா அப்பாலாம் சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க 12th ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டு, இது வாழ்க்கையே டிசைட் பண்ணும், 10th ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டு, வாழ்க்கையே டிசைட் பண்ணும் இப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சொல்லியிருக்காங்களா? அது உண்மைதான், ஓரளவு உண்மைதான். ஆனால் என்ன இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்னு கேட்டிங்கனாக்கா, நீங்கள் அதை வந்து எந்த ஒரு இன்டென்ஷனோட, எந்த ஒரு பேஷனோட அதை படிக்கணுங்கிறது வந்து இம்பார்ட்டண்ட். ஸோ நீங்கள் 12th முடிச்சுட்டு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டே இல்லாமல் போய் ஒரு இன்ஜினியரிங் கோர்ஸ் சேர்றதை விட, 12th முடிச்சுட்டு உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச சப்ஜெக்டில் என்ன டிகிரியாக வேணால் இருக்கலாம், அது பிகாமாக இருக்கலாம், பிஎஸ்சியாக இருக்கலாம், ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் சயின்ஸ், எது so many டிகிரிஸ் சொன்னாங்களே, நிறைய ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்குது இப்போ இந்தியாவில். அதை வந்து ஒழுங்காக படிக்கணும். ஸோ ஃபார் தோஸ் ஆஃப் யூ ஹூ ஹவ் நாட் டிசைடட் வாட் டு ஸ்டடி, இன்றைக்கி வீட்டில் போய் திங்க் பண்ணி பாருங்கள். அம்மா அப்பா சொல்லாமல் நான் ஒரு புக்கை எடுத்து படிப்பேன்னா அது என்ன புக்கு? அதுதான் உங்களோட இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் ஏரியா. நீங்கள் அதில் அடுத்து எங்கே ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்குதோ அங்கே அட்மிஷன் வாங்கலாம். ஓகே. ஸோ ஒன்று வந்து நீங்கள் என்ன படிக்க போகிறீங்கிறதுங்கிறது சப்ஜெக்டு கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸா, ஏஐயா, இதுதான் இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டா அப்படிங்கிறது கிடையாது. நீங்கள் உங்களோட இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்டோட என்ன படிக்க போகிறீங்க அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அந்த கொஸ்டின் தான் கேட்கணும். ரெண்டாவது, இது ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒன்று. இப்போ எல்லாரும் ஏஐ பற்றி பேசுகிறாங்கல்ல, 4 வருஷம் முன்னாடி யாருமே இதை பற்றி பேசியிருக்க மாட்டாங்க. அண்ட் பை தி டைம் நீங்கள் படித்து முடிச்சுட்டு வெளியில் வரப்போ என்ன படிக்க போகிறீங்கிறது இன்றைக்கி தெரியாது. பிகாஸ் த ரேட் ஆஃப் சேஞ்ச் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜி இஸ் அன்இமேஜினபிள். 4 வருஷம் முன்னாடி யார் இன்ஜினியரிங் சேர்ந்தாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு ஏஐ தான் ஒரு பெரிய ஏரியாவாக வரும் அப்படிங்கிறது தெரியாது. இந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் படிச்சுட்டு வெளியில் வரும்போது என்ன பெரிய ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் ஃபீல்டாக இருக்கும், மேஜர் ஃபீல்டாக இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறது எங்களுக்கும் தெரியாது, உங்களுக்கும் தெரியாது. ஸோ அப்படின்னா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? அதுக்காக நம்ம எப்படி ப்ரிப்பேர்டாக இருக்கலாம்? என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? 4 வருஷம் கழித்து என்ன வந்து ஒரு ப்ரைமரி ஃபீல்டு விச் வில் கிரியேட் இம்பேக்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது தெரியாது. அப்படிங்கும்போது நம்ம இப்போ நமக்குள்ளே என்ன ஒரு ஆட்டிடியூட்டை வளர்த்துக்கணுன்னா எப்பொழுதுமே லேர்ன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ரெடியாக இருக்கணும். நான் வந்து இன்றைக்கி மெக்கானிக்கல் இன்ஜினியரிங் படிச்சுட்டேன், நாளைக்கு வந்து வேறு ஏதோ ஒரு ஏஐன்னு ஒன்று வருது, வேறு ஏதோ பிஐன்னு ஒன்று வருது அப்படின்னா அதை லேர்ன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அப்போ நம்ம ரெடியாக இருக்கணும். ஸோ தே கால் இட் அஸ் growth mindset. Ability to learn. Learning is a lifelong process. It never ends. இன்றைக்கி நீங்கள் வந்து பெரிய சயின்டிஸ்டாக இருக்கலாம், பெரிய ஆர்கனைசேஷனில், அவங்களும் இன்றைக்கும் படிச்சுட்டு தான் இருக்காங்க. இப்போ ஐஐடி ப்ரொஃபஸர்லாம் பார்த்தீங்களா, அவங்க இன்றைக்கும் தே ஆர் டூயிங் ரிசர்ச், தே ஆர் ரைட்டிங் பேப்பர்ஸ். எதனால்? அவங்க ஆல்ரெடி ஐஐடி ப்ரொஃபஸர் ஆகிடுச்சுல, படிக்கிறது நிறுத்திடலாம்ல. ஸோ கான்ஸ்டன்ட் லேர்னிங் இஸ் அ லைஃப் லாங் ப்ராசஸ். அதனால் ஒன்று வச்சுக்கோங்க, நீங்கள் என்ன சப்ஜெக்ட் எடுத்து படித்தாலும் நாளைக்கு வந்து உலகம், வெளி உலகம் மாறுது அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் கற்றுக்கிறதுக்கு ரெடியாக இருக்கணும். அது 2 இம்பார்ட்டண்ட், செகண்ட் இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் ஆட்டிடியூட். ஓகே, ஏதாவது சந்தேகம் இருக்கா? 3வது, இது வந்து சார் இப்போ வந்து சொன்னார். ஓகே, டிசிப்ளின் அப்படின்றாரு. டிசிப்ளின் அப்படின்னா என்ன? ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் ஒரு வியூ இருக்கும் டிசிப்ளின் இல்லையா? படிப்பை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் டிசிப்ளின் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து, அதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்தை நம்ம கற்றுக்கணும்னு, இப்போ வந்து யாராவது ஒருத்தர் புக்கு எழுதணும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறீங்கன்னு வச்சுங்க, ஒரு சிம்பிள் ப்ராக்டிஸ் தான். டெய்லி ஒரு பக்கம் நீங்கள் எனக்கு உங்களுக்கு என்ன லாங்குவேஜ் பிடிக்குதோ டெய்லி ஒரு பக்கம் எழுத வேண்டியது. அதில் வந்து ஒரு மீனிங் இருக்கணும், கண்டினியூட்டி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்லாம் கிடையாது. நீங்கள் இதை வந்து 6 மாதம் டெய்லி ஒரு பக்கம் எழுதிட்டிங்கன்னா பை தி எண்ட் ஆஃப் 6 months யூ வில் ஹேவ் அ புக் விச் கேன் பி பப்ளிஷ்ட். இப்போலாம் பப்ளிஷிங்லாம் ஒன்றும் பெரிய விஷயம் கிடையாது, நீங்களே கூட பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணலாம். நீங்கள் படிக்கிற உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச சப்ஜெக்டே எடுத்து டெய்லி ஒரு பக்கம் எழுதுங்க. இட் டசன்ட் மேட்டர் வெதர் இட் மேக் சென்ஸ், வெதர் இட் இஸ் கரெக்ட் ஆர் நாட். ஸோ என்னென்னா, ஒரு ப்ராக்டிஸை வந்து ஓவர் அ பீரியட் ஆஃப் டைம் கன்சிஸ்டண்ட்டாக பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருந்தீங்கன்னா உங்களால் எதையுமே அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியும். தட் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் டிசிப்ளின். காலையில் எழுந்த உடனே பல் தேய்க்கிறதுக்கு, ஹோப்ஃபுல்லி எல்லோரும் பல் தேய்க்கிறீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பல் தேய்க்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம யாராவது யோசிக்கிறோமா, கஷ்டப்படுறோமா? இல்லை, எழுந்த உடனே நேச்சுரலாக வருது. இல்லை, ஏன்? we have built it over a period of time. So consistent practice in anything that you do, that is what will help you gain a skill, to learn a skill. புரியுதா? ஸோ என்ன 3 விஷயங்கள் நம்ம இந்த லாஸ்ட் ஒரு 5 minutesல தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம்? யாராவது சொல்ல முடியுமா? அங்கே ஒரு பிரேவ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஒருத்தர் இருந்தார். அவர் பேர் என்ன கேளுங்களேன். சுந்தர் பிச்சை பற்றி சொன்னார், மெட்டலர்ஜி படித்தார்னு. இங்கே வாங்க.
ஹலோ
மேலே எல்லாரும் பார்க்கட்டும், இந்த மைக்லேயே பேசலாம். யுவர் நேம்?
அக்ஷய்.
என்ன 12th என்ன படிக்கிறீங்க? என்ன ஸ்ட்ரீம்?
கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ்.
கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸா? ஓகே. என்ன மேலே படிக்கிறதா இருக்கீங்க?
ஸ்டில் நாட் டிசைடட்.
ஓகே. அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் இன்றைக்கி தெரிஞ்ச 3 ப்ராக்டிஸ் என்ன? நான் சொன்னேன் 3 விஷயங்கள்.
We have to have the tendency to learn.
Very good.
And we have to follow our passion.
Correct.
And again we have to accept what the trends are.
Okay, அது learning தான்.
Yeah, that comes under learning. And
okay, passion, learning
and
consistent practice.
Consistency.
Okay. So for those of you who have not made up your mind இது 3 விஷயத்தையும் மனசில் வச்சுங்க. அண்ட் அக்ஷய்க்கு ஒரு பெரிய வி ஹேவ் டு கிவ் ஹிம்.
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
எந்த ஸ்கூல்?
சங்கர வித்யாலயா ஈஸ்ட் தாம்பரம்.
ஓகே, ஆல் தி வெரி பெஸ்ட்.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் சார்.
So thanks for the opportunity. Good luck to all of you. May you be the best in whatever you do. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your guidance and wonderful words. May I now request Dr. T. Rajmohan, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering and member of our admission team, to propose vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Before vote of thanks, I would like to tell about programs offered by SCSVMV and scholarship details. So in SCSVMV, we are offering engineering, management, science, Ayurveda, allied health sciences, and law school for women. And we are happy to share that last year we started law school for women, which includes a BA LLB, BBA LLB, and LLB. And in engineering, we are having CSE, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Mechanical and Civil Engineering. So these courses are allied with all multidisciplinary programs like AML, cybersecurity, IoT, drone technology, and all leading what is called technology courses. And we are happy to say that we are giving scholarship for students, those who are having percentage from 60 to 90 with different streams. And for the academic year 26-27, admission is now open. You can go to our website kanjinew.ac.in and see our procedure, admission policy, and you can apply through online. Admission is purely based on merit, based on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and total aggregate marks. So with this short note, I will move on to vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, and Registrar for their continuous encouragement and given full freedom to complete this program. Thank you, sirs. And next, I would like to thank correspondent, principal, and students for different schools participated for this event. Make this event a grand success. Thank you all. Next, I would like to thank companies Ashok Leyland, Mr. Sunil Raj sir, and from Mr. Vignesh Raj from First Solar for their commitment, and they are given a wonderful talk about what is the role for students in industry. Thank you, sirs. I extend my thanks to all directors, deans, head of the departments, faculty members, volunteers, electrical maintenance, transport, and all other hostel for their continuous effort to make this event a grand success. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, let us stand for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Students, please be seated and wait for instructions. Students, you will visit our labs with our coordinators. They'll help you to take you to their respective labs. We will visit Idea Lab project, Electronic Circuits Lab, FinTech Lab, Mobile Application Lab, Communication Lab, Robotics Lab and Drone Lab. Now, SSKV students and Vivekananda students